Here again with another Breaking Bad Season 5 episode review video. Before I get into that though, pretty important, if you aren't caught up to the point where I am every watching or watching Breaking Bad, or you're just not entirely sure, then you definitely need to take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which of course I'll mention, as well as put in the description if that happens to be the case. You found out that you're not caught up, it would be my recommendation that you don't watch this video any further to avoid any potential spoilers. And for all of you out there that are wondering, I've seen Breaking Bad many times. At least 8 times. Hell, this might even be my 10th time watching the show. So join me on the journey of rewatching the show and discussing it in the comment section, along with the man, the myth, the legend, the Lucifer Dexter fan and Breaking Bad fan himself, Crazy Coffee Man, and let's talk about this show. With all that said, this will be Breaking Bad Season 5, Episode 4. The title of this episode is called 51. And this will be my review reaction recap after just finishing watching the episode. We start off with Benny, and Benny has fixed up Walt's car again. And Benny actually really likes the car. She's sturdy as hell. And then Walt grabs his Heisenberg hat from the back seat, and Walt asks Benny what he'd pay for the car, what he would pay Walt for the car. And Walt tells Benny that if he gives him $50, the car is yours. So Benny's like, well, let me check the register, or let me check the till. I can't remember exactly what he says. And obviously Benny ends up buying the Walt's car. And then we have Walt and Walter Jr. getting new, expensive, cool cars. And we catch up with Lydia. Mike gives her a call and tells her that she has visitors. 30 seconds, he says, the visitors will arrive. Steve Gomez, Hank Schrader, along with others from the DEA, pay Lydia a visit. And then Lydia and the DEA go to the warehouse of Madrigal. She points out a man to the DEA, and that man is arrested. Lydia calls Mike back and tells Mike they got Ron. Ron's done. Ron was her guy, the guy that, like, the connection that she had to get these barrels. Skyler arrives home to see the new vehicles parked in the driveway. Dinner time with the Whites. Walt and Jr. are going on and on about cars. While getting ready for bed, Walt tells Skyler, you don't approve. I know it. Walt says it fits the story and he didn't pay for them in full. Walt also lets Skyler know that he's back at it. So he's back in the meth business. Skyler talks to Walt about sending the kids to boarding school due to the environment that they're in. Walt says he wants a celebration for his birthday, as he's going to be 51. Life is good. And to Skyler, that's what Walt says to Skyler. And then he turns the light off and goes to bed. Skyler makes the bacon say 51 for Walt's breakfast in the morning, although the 1 is really small, and Walter Jr. and Walt point that out, and then she switches with one of Walter Jr.'s bacon to look like 51. And we have Hank, and he has his suspicions about Lydia. Hank talks to his boss, and the office needs an ASAC for that particular area, and his boss needs to get back to El Paso. So Hank agrees to be the new ASAC at the Albuquerque DEA office. He'll have to reassign all of his cases, though. Walt asks Jesse to finish up for him due to being his birthday. Jesse says, happy birthday. Now, he should have said, happy birthday, bitch. Walt arrives home surprised just to see Junior watching TV. Walt asks Skyler what's the plan. No party, I guess. Hank and Marie are coming over, dinner, chocolate cake. Marie says to Hank that she knows something about infidelity involving Hank's brother-in-law. Hank says he's way ahead of her on this one, Marie. And then he's like, Walt's second cell phone, and Marie says it wasn't Walt. Skyler? Hank says. Marie's lips are sealed. Hank and Marie arrive at the White residence. And Hank says for his next birthday, he's going to buy a jet plane because of the cars in the driveway. He's jealous and he wants a jet plane because of Walt and Walter Jr.'s new cars. And then Walt talks about getting his diagnosis 1 year ago. Tomorrow, the cancer, the surgery, Hank getting shot, Marie's talking pillow. Remember the talking pillow? Walt says you guys have kept him going. There were times when Walt thought he was done for. And Walt's referring to like the time with Gus Fring where he thought he was done for, but he ended up killing Gus. And Skyler knows this. And she's not happy about it. So Skyler goes into the pool, and Skyler just goes underwater. Now keep in mind she's fully clothed. She's not in her swimming outfit. I think Skyler just everything hit her of what's happened and what's going on. So Walt ends up going in the pool and pulls her back up because she was just sitting underwater, standing underwater, I guess. Jesse comes to the warehouse to pick up the barrel. Lydia asks, who sent you? And Jesse's like, Mike. And Lydia wants Jesse to confirm Mike's last name, Ehrmantraut. And Jesse takes the barrel down via the forklift. And then Lydia notices a tracking device at the bottom of the barrel. Hank confirms with Walt that he knows that they're having issues. What's the next move? Hank asks Walt. Marie wants Walt to speak to her and Hank's marriage counselor. Marie wants to take the kids for a while. Walt finds out the idea was Skyler's idea. And Walt tells Skyler, voila, the kids are out of this environment. Walt says that Gus Fring was the danger. Skyler says, you said that you were the danger. Remember? You're the one that knocks. She didn't say that part, but she said that Walt said that he was the danger. And then Skyler, because of that, gets mad and says, the kids stay away, and that's that. Skyler doesn't want their business to endanger the kids. Walt asks Skyler what she's going to do to stop it. How are you going to save our kids from this terrible environment? And then Skyler tells Walt, you're right. It's a bad plan. This is all I got. And Skyler says all she can do is wait for the cancer to come back. Wow. Shots fired, Skyler White. And then Walt cuts himself while shaving his head. Next day, Jesse, or that day, I can't remember if it was the next day, but Jesse shows Mike and Walt the tracking device. And Mike says, this is sloppy. And Mike asks who saw the tracker first. And Mike says he's going to kill Lydia. And Jesse says, we need her. Mike says, this woman deserves to die more than any man I've ever known. Walt says nothing stops this train. So Walt wants to continue their operation. He wants no delays in things. And then we find out that Jesse bought Walt a watch for his birthday. Skyler's at the house, busy smoking again as Walt arrives home, and Walt tells Skyler about Jesse's birthday gift and how he wanted to kill him. He changed his mind about me and Skyler, so will you. And then Walt goes to bed to end the episode. Some pretty good stuff here. 8.6 out of 10 for me. Skyler and Walt are the characters of the episode. And Breaking Bad, we're in the final season. We've got, this is 4 episodes in, so I believe we have 12 more to go. If I remember correctly, it's 15 episodes. This extended season, they should have just made season 5 and season 6 and not 5A and 5B. And then, of course, we have El Camino. And then I'm not 100% sure I'm going to review all the episodes of Better Call Saul because I've only done the final season, but that should be probably what's next. I might do Lost, and then once Lucifer's over with, go to Better Call Saul. So who knows what I'll do. But pretty good stuff here. But now it's your turn. Since you've heard what I have to say, I want to hear what you say. If you're a fan of Breaking Bad and you want to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, make sure that you Hulk smash the like button. Share this video with anybody that you know, especially people that you know that like the show Breaking Bad. Put this video on any one of your social media platforms, your preferred social media platforms, assuming you deem it something that you'd want to share. Don't forget to sound off in the comment section and talk to me and Crazy Coffee Man about this episode. What would you rate it, and whom would be your male, female characters of the episode? Or if you just want to do one character, that's completely fine. And then last, but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button, subscribe to the channel, join the team, show your damn support, and be a part of something special. And you never know what you're going to see on JDev TV.